Hi, this is Stephen at Classic Typewriter, walking you through this 1936 Royal, what they call a Model O, in gloss black lacquer. Fairly streamlined machine, somewhat straightforward features. However, if you haven't used one, I'll walk you through them anyway. This is the touch control, obviously labeled. If you need a lesser or a stronger stroke on there, most people just move it to the least finger effort required possible to acclimate to our computer fingers. This is the ribbon reversal. It'll spin onto one spool. When you reverse it, it'll reverse the other way. This has auto ribbon reversal, but if you need to manually do it, that's how you do it. If you have a two-tone ribbon in here, this just lifts up with a click. If you have a red and black ribbon, you can select black, red, or clear, which will make this ribbon vibrator not lift at all. Black will lift it this much, red will lift it a lot, so the red strikes. These are the vintage metal ribbon spools. The manual will show you how to load this ribbon, which looks fairly straightforward. Just note that the ribbon wraps around the back of the spool on each side, because on some models it goes around the front. A lot of these are labeled pretty easily on this one. Backspace, margin release. You set the margins here, as in a lot of old 30s models. This folds down. And then these are the carriage release levers. I'm sure you can see that, yes. And when you hit the end of the margin, you'll hear that bell a few spaces before. The margin release is what allows you to type a few spaces after that. This will remove the ratcheting. It'll ratchet line by line so you can find your place again as needed. This will remove that if you want to pull out paper. Just note that once you do that, you're kind of stuck somewhere trying to find the line again. And that's a permanent ratchet release. This is line spacing. Single is toward the back. 1 space, 2 space. And then this is a paper roller release, and it lifts this up for you, which is kind of interesting and convenient. Again, the carriage release on that side. Anything in the back, there's a little bell ring. That's the margin release, but you won't move those manually. Those are operated by these buttons. This is the ruler bar, goes up to 80 on the Pica. Perfect. I like the Royal logo on this. Just a beautiful streamlined machine. Let me type a little something on it, then I'll walk you through the case. Simply load the paper by aligning with the 0. I don't know if some of these have a left side page guide, but this one doesn't. You generally put these front feed rollers on the paper. I'm going to adjust this left margin. By the way, you adjust the left margin by just pushing a button on there and moving it. There's an obvious button once you find the margin. There, then I moved it over. This isn't all the way down, that's why you heard it hitting. Make sure it is, or you'll get a ding here over time. So, I still had it on red, moving it back to black. You see it's actually fairly quiet. I have it on double space till I'm putting it back to single. This is nice because it has an exclamation point. A lot of these older machines, you have to craft it. So that's it. Beautiful, very vintage looking typeface. Here's a full letter I typed earlier. Now let me walk you through a little bit of the case, just because it's not always obvious. This is the case. Some of these are a little bit rough. This switch here allows you to remove the case top. You do this because you can type with this on your lap with the machine clipped in the case bottom. Then you have to flip the switch and flick it back on. This will hold a manual if one is present. Notice that these pins, they go into the bottom of these holes. You see the hole there? So what you're going to do is flip all of these switches out toward the outer wall of the case. Then find the holes in those feet and center. It'll sink down, and then you're going to move all these clips toward the machine, and that's what holds it in. This one's not going right now. This has a nice low profile. I don't know why that's not going right now, but I will fix that shortly. You get the gist. And you need to center this or the case won't close. It'll move the carriage handle out of the way. And once it's closed, this will just latch down. To open, you remove that. Lift. Voila. To take out, you're going to move these out to the side. It's not always obvious, especially when it'll come wrapped in paper, so you won't even see the back switches. So the first time I did one of these, it took me a while to get it out. Because most machines, they clip in the back and then the front clips. This one clips on all 4 feet. So, beautiful machine. Let me know if you have questions. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it lends to your screenless writing practice. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the other side.